Aloha, I'm Rick Kwan on KITV4 Island News Tonight.
We need to take as much time as necessary to safely have it removed.
The Department of Defense announces today the decision to close the Red Hill fuel storage facility. How long the process could take.
Our collective pressure, our anger, our determination, our unity was what I think won the day.
What's next for the future of the facility and the safety of Oahu's residents?
While our community is concerned right now because there's somebody out on the loose.
A Hawaii State Hospital escapee is captured after missing for almost 2 days. What lawmakers say could have prevented this from happening.
This bill is about planting seeds that turn into weeds.
A push to provide more LGBTQ plus education in schools sparks backlash from some of the community. Why not everyone's on board?
Tracking a front and increasing rain chances, I'm meteorologist Pete Cajano. All of your forecast.
Now, covering all of Hawaii, this is KITV4 Island News Tonight with Mika Miyashima, Rick Kwan, and Chief Meteorologist Pete Cajano.
Good evening. A big win for the community today as the military announces it will permanently shut down the controversial Red Hill bulk fuel storage facility.
The Navy's underground storage tanks have been at the center of an ongoing crisis on Oahu after fuel contaminated drinking water for tens of thousands of residents.
Roughly 93,000 homes on Oahu have been affected, with 9,000 families displaced. Today's announcement is now in line with the Hawaii Department of Health's emergency order from December. Many state leaders today shared their relief over the military's decision.
And while this announcement is good news, we have a lot more work ahead to ensure clean drinking water in our state. We will review the Navy's assessment plan as soon as we get it, and we will continue to hold the Navy accountable to safely defuel and decommission the Red Hill facility.
I think they came to the same conclusion that having a single strategic reserve does not serve the military in the best way forward.
Once removed, the Department of Defense says the fuel will be dispersed and stored across the Pacific region to better position the United States to meet future challenges. There's currently no estimate on how much the massive operation will cost, but the process is expected to take a year after a plan is made.
Those who have fought for shutting down the Red Hill fuel storage facility are now looking forward to seeing some action.
KITV4's Jeremy Lee joins us now live. And Jeremy, activists, public officials, and congressional leaders all seem to agree that timing is of the essence.
That's right, Mika and Rick. The Board of Water Supply in their statement cited a mood of cautious optimism. Ernie Lau told me this is a day for celebration, as this is the most the Pentagon has ever given in support of shutting down Red Hill. At the same time, most who have been involved in this fight for quite some time want to see action first. Activists at Pearl Harbor welcome news of the memo sent out by the Secretary of Defense pledging to shut down Red Hill.
Today is a very successful day for many in the grassroots community, especially amongst Hawaiians who have been long-standing for issues that impact the Hawaiian community.
We're going to stay transparent.
Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby pledged transparency.
A good first step is greater transparency on the way forward here. Safely defueling, what are the requirements to safely defuel?
Ernie Lau called today a day of celebration, but says he's looking forward to see more positive steps forward.
A memo from the Secretary of Defense, something we never had before, and that's a credit to the support of the community and our elected officials.
Senator Brian Schatz says the congressional delegation has not let up in their efforts over the last months.
Our collective pressure, our unity was what I think won the day. But the main objective over the last month or so has been to get the department across the finish line called "We're giving up on Red Hill." And they've given up.
But David Hankin of Earth Justice says he still needs to see more.
And the first action is, let's drop these appeals of the emergency order. The second action, which should happen at the same time, is let's drop your application for a permit to continue operating the facility.
The current security environment.
The military has indicated a plan to move over the next year to a broadly dispersed fuel system, which would be more secure and practical for the military. The Pentagon saying,
we do believe that this decision by the Secretary today marks a significant first step in the path forward.
How quickly that path will unfold remains to be seen. In the meantime, environmental remediation remains the top concern.
Time is of the essence. The Navy has been fighting tooth and nail for years over this facility. And so while we welcome the Secretary's announcement, we'll believe it when we see it.
Where will the fuel go? Well, the Pentagon dropped the term float locations in today's presser, and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin is reported to have been influenced not just by the Department of Health order, but by a new Pentagon assessment. That assessment calls for increased fuel supply contracts with other territories and nations and add fueling ships based at sea. Reporting live, Jeremy Lee, KITV4 Island News.